Hello, I'm WTHR political reporter Kevin Rader, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. I'm here inside the Fort Wayne Museum of Art with Senator Jim Banks. Welcome, Senator.
Good morning.
Good morning. Columbia City, you've represented that district now at the state legislature and the Senate for a couple of years.
Right.
What's that been like?
It's been a great privilege, sometimes more frustrating than what I thought it would be, but the process should be frustrating, and it's been an honor to be a part of many of the historic pieces of legislation that we've passed the past couple of years, to be a part of the end of Governor Daniels' administration, and I look forward to serving out a couple of more years of my first term.
We're going in now to the budget session. What do you see as the most important issues when we're addressing the budget?
Well, as a fiscal conservative, it's continuing to pass a balanced budget. The legislature, fortunately for Hoosier taxpayers, has now done that 5 times in a row, and we want to do that again in this upcoming session. It is interesting, this time of the year is when I hear from special interest groups who want more money or want increased taxes, and that's what hopefully we can stand against, keep a balanced budget and be responsible with Hoosiers' hard-earned tax dollars.
I know in the last few years there's always been the mantra that there is no money. When people would say, well, you know, we want more money, and there would be, no, there is no more money. But is the state starting to seemingly turn a financial corner?
It feels that way, but yet
is
we
that
have...
bad? Because now people are going to say, well, we've got money to spend.
That's right. The special interest groups believe that, so they want more of the piece of the pie for themselves. But we have to look at the future, and the fact of the matter is that with the implementation of the so-called Obamacare, we have some big issues on the horizon that we're going to have to pay for as a state. So that's what we're going to be debating about this coming session, and that's why it's important that as responsible leaders that we do everything that we can to maintain a balanced budget.
One of the biggest issues you have to confront during budget session, obviously, is education, and that's one of your specialties. You serve on the committee. Tell me a little bit about the dilemma for higher education.
Well, it's an issue I've taken a great deal of interest in. The fact of the matter is that in the past decade, the cost of a college degree has doubled in the state of Indiana. We can't sustain that if we want more Hoosiers to go to college and achieve that dream of acquiring a degree, but it's just too darn expensive for most Hoosier families. So in the last session, we tackled this issue a little bit, but in the next session, we're going to tackle it substantially more to look at ways that we can provide a more affordable higher education to Hoosier families too. It
will be an interesting irony to know that you might have to deal with the President Mitch Daniels of Purdue University coming back to the legislature to talk money.
Very much so, but I look forward to it. I've met with him privately about higher education issues, and his mind is already well down the path of thinking about how we can make higher education more affordable and provide a better product for Hoosiers.
Speaking of which, you also have a new governor coming in. Looking forward to that?
Absolutely. And we will all miss the leadership that Governor Daniels has provided our state. And as a younger Hoosier, I know that I'll look back many years from now and appreciate the reforms that he put in place. But Governor Pence will bring new ideas and a fresh perspective, and I look forward to being a part of that as well.
We're down now to just a few seconds, but I want to also ask you about these supermajorities, because so much is being made of it. How do you see that affecting legislation? We've
had a supermajority in the Senate, and Senator Long goes at length as our leader to make sure that the other side is represented when in any debate. I expect the House will be the same, and we'll continue to provide responsible government for all of Indiana.
State Senator Jim Banks from Columbia City, thank you for joining us on Comcast Newsmakers.
Thank you.
I'm Kevin Rader.